This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Well, we welcome you to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum here. The Madhouse on McDowell, as it is affectionately known, as you may recognize this location for its wonderful beauty and all its grandeur here. It's the former home of the Phoenix Suns years ago, and though it's a bit dilapidated, it is now the host of the 2024 3A state playoffs, and we are semifinals here today as we feature in today's contest the Sholo Lady Cougars and the number 3 seed in this playoff, facing off with the number 2 seeded Window Rock Fighting Scouts. Fighting Scouts come into the contest with a 26-4 record. The Cougars with a 29-2 record. And for the Fighting Scouts, how good are they? Well, they're really good. They beat Page, who is the number 1 seed in this tournament. They split during the season with the Page Sand Devils. They beat Page the first time at home 55-44 and lost to them at Page 48-36. By the way, the Page Sand Devils have already punched their ticket to the state championship game tomorrow. Page got a big win over Chin Lee just before we came on the air here as we count down to tip-off here, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to tip off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. And we look at these two teams. How did they both get here? Well, the Sholo Cougars had a first-round bye with a win over Sabino in the second round, 64-18, as they shut down the SaberCats to advance to Prescott to play at the Findlay Toyota Center against Fountain Hills. They did so successfully on Monday afternoon with a final score of 66-40. Put them into this semifinal matchup between Window Rock. The Window Rock Fighting Scouts are a team that was got a home matchup in the first round against the Northwest Christian Crusaders. They defeated them by a whopping 55-18, and then they beat up on Monument Valley 45-38 on Monday night. So that's how the Scouts get here today, as we take a look now at our Ace Hardware key players of the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key made, their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. For the Window Rock Scouts, there's actually 4 players that will be key here this afternoon that we look to potentially step up. Malicia Nelson, the senior, who is leading all scorers. 14 total points per game for her. In fact, almost 14.5. She's at 14.4 points per game. Pulls down 9 boards a game and 6 assists and also six steals. She's one of those players that on any given night could turn in a triple-double. DeVay Willie, the junior, who's averaging 8.2 points per game and 4 rebounds. Also Jada Brown, the senior, who averages 8.6 points per game and 5 rebounds, along with Jamie So, the second leading scorer on the team, who averages 9.3 points per game, are your Ace Hardware key players on the Window Rock Fighting Scouts roster. For the Sholo Lady Cougars tonight, of course, we always talk about Raquel Wilson, the 5'7" junior, who leads the team in scoring with 14.6 points per game, almost 15 points per game for her, 5.4 rebounds, and another player to watch will be Aubrey Wilson, her older sister, the senior, 6-foot senior, averages 10 points per game and 6 rebounds. Also, we'll look to Mackenzie Coolish, who averages 8 points per game, and down low, we'll look to Grace Moore, who averages 7 rebounds per game to lead the team in that category. Well, time now for our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by Summit Regional Medical Center. Everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. That's Summit Regional Medical Center. And no injuries to report on either side for both of these teams. That's your Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. We'll be back with our starting lineups and our Northland Pioneer College tip-off when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of the 2024 3A State Girls Basketball Semifinals right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Hey White Mountains, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center on the Deuce and Sholo. At Horn Auto Center, we're proud to offer the best pricing on all of our new inventory. We won't be beat on price. We'll honor any advertised price on a comparably equipped vehicle on any new Chevy, GMC, or Cadillac. It's that simple. Save time, gas, and money while keeping your tax dollars local when you visit Horn Auto Center. Come see us on the Deuce and Sholo, where we won't be beat on price. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
you back to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum, the Madhouse on McDowell, as we get set for the 2024 3A state semifinals. As the starting lineups are being announced, Asa Raya Begay will get the start for Window Rock. Number 24, DeVay Willie. Alicia Nelson, number 22. Number 32, Jada Brown. And senior number 33, Jamie So. The second leading scorer on the team are your 4 starters for Window Rock here today. For the Show Low Lady Cougars, it's Raquel Wilson, Mackenzie Coolish, Amberlyn Lindsay, Grace Moore, and Aubrey Wilson. So we get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. That's Northland Pioneer College. And in the center jump circle, awaiting her opponent, number 21, the 6-foot senior, Grace Moore, set to jump against the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. They will break their huddle and make their way to center circle. We apologize today. We're not able to bring you live video of today's contest. Those rights were sold away by the AIA to the NFHS, and we are not allowed to show any video here today. We'll try to get you some highlights along the way, along with some still pictures. Moore wins the tip against Jada Brown, and the Show Cougars will have the basketball to start the 2024 3A state semifinal game. Coolish, top of the key, Wilson. Raquel Wilson over here to the left side, gives to Lindsay. Now to Aubrey Wilson, back to Coolish. Coolish from the angle left, 3-pointer no good. Around and off. And the battle for the rebound, the foul's going to be called. Reaching in is Amberlyn Lindsay, as she tried to get to the deck to try to tie that up, but she reaches in and is called for her first personal.
Coolish on that shot hits the back of the rim. You think she had a little adrenaline in her right there? First shot of the game, she gave it plenty.
We talked about the freestanding backboards, Ron, in Prescott. This is a little different because the area behind the baskets is so much bigger here at the Coliseum. So that depth, there's a lot, the depth perception is a little bit different. Could be difficult for these 3-point shooters to adjust to.
Yeah, maybe, but like you pointed out, I think Window Rock plays in a pretty big stadium themselves.
That's right. They have
freestanding standards, yeah.
Right. Their stands are a little closer, though, to the stand, so we'll see how it affects them. Left-hand dribble inside the lane. Missed the shot off the backboard. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Cougars will have it. The shot clock went off, but it was out of bounds first. Amberlyn Lindsay, the 5'8 senior, checks the ball in as Raquel Wilson will hold up 5 fingers as she walks it across the time stripe, up and down with the right-hand dribble. Now give it over to Wilson. Wilson drives. Aubrey misses the 10-footer, and the rebound on the weak side board comes down to Alicia Nelson. Nelson takes it up, pulls up from the from the free throw line, and drains the 15-footer.
You're probably going to be able to notice over the air here the crowd difference slightly in favor of Window Rock in this place.
Just slightly. Raquel Wilson over to Coolish, inside to Moore. Moore spins, splits defenders, throws the shot up, wants the contact. No foul will be called. Picked up there by DeVay Willie, and Willie's pass as she crossed the time stripe. She tried to throw it down into the corner. It skims off of a player and out of bounds. Last touch by Window Rock. Sholo will have the possession with 6:06 left to play here in the first quarter. We are with the Scouts with just the 2 points, a 2-0 Window Rock to start things off in this semifinal matchup. Don't forget the Sholo Lady Cougars were the #1 team through 2/3 of the season, losing their #1 ranking after a loss to the Snowflake Lobos, which they lost after in a game where the Wilson sisters had a school function. They were not able to attend the game. Is the blemish that they're going to remember most in this season. The Cougars come into the contest 29-2. There's a 3-pointer off the iron, no good. Long rebound tracked down in the corner by DeVay Willie. And the Scouts will work it around the perimeter, up and down, and now between the legs for Nelson. Nelson pitches it off to Jada, and almost stolen away, but Nelson gets it back. Now Nelson drives, pump fake, got her man in the air, dishes down low on the block left side, back up top to the elbow on the right side. Count the 15-footer. Jamie So knocks down the jumper. Window Rock up 4-0. 5 minutes now left here in the first. Up and down left hand, bounce it off of your shoe. Aubrey Wilson was bumped there, no call. She gets the ball knocked off of her shoe and out of bounds.
Sholo goes into a full court press.
We saw this cause some trouble against the Falcons in their quarterfinal matchup with them, but Window Rock seems to know how to break a press. As they come all the way down and almost get the easy bucket, Jamie So just misses as she drove in off the left side.
Best way to break a press is to attack it. You'll see good teams not get passive when they get pressed.
I think they gave that to Grace Moore. They don't have a foul board up, and we're opposite to the scorer's table where the officials are reporting the foul. So substitution out of the lineup for the for the Cougars is Lindsay. Give you just a second, I'll tell you who checked in for her here. Free throw's no good. So 2 missed free throws, and it's 4-0 Window Rock. Fresh face on the floor is Jordan Moyce for the Lady Cougars. Coolish, Moore at the high post, throws down low, a lot of contact, no call. She tried to hit Aubrey Wilson but couldn't get to her.
Yeah, every time it's gone into Moore, she's got a lot of contact. Fell on the floor a couple times already.
Nelson now up top, give it up right side, tipped away by Raquel Wilson. So good at getting a hand out and causing trouble for those guards up front. This one goes out of bounds. Window Rock gets it back. Pass will come in to Willie. Willie up and down with the right hand, stops at the top of the key, pitches to the left side, try a three-pointer off the backboard, no good, and Grace Moore clears the glass for the Cougars. Raquel Wilson races it up inside, tries to go Euro stepping down inside, and Moore comes over the top of Raquel Wilson that time, and we get a foul called prior to that, and that's Rissa Hale. Going to be whistled on the personal, and at the free throw line will be Raquel Wilson. 5'7" junior yet to score in this one. She leads the team in scoring. Coming into the contest, averaging about 15 points per game. Knocks down the first free throw at the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. This one's no good, but Aubrey Wilson slipped in there to get the rebound, but she's blocked by Nelson. And then diving out was DeVay. She gets it into Nelson. Nice job that time by DeVay Willie to save that one from going out of bounds. Gets it back into the hands of Nelson. Now try to drive the left side. That's Jamie So. Her shot is blocked, no, and again, more contact. So the reality is both sides, the officials are allowing them to play inside. You're going to have to play through contact here this evening, I'm afraid.
And you talked about that in one of the earlier playoff games, officials letting the girls play and not being decision makers in the game.
And Aubrey Wilson tries a straightaway three that's no good. Rebound inside, Raquel Wilson able to get the shot. Rebound and 2 for Wilson. Cuts the lead to 1, 4-3, as we hit the 3-minute mark of this first quarter. Scouts work it around, top of the key. Now left side. Pitch it over onto So. So up top. Driving is Willie. And then an errant pass. Aubrey Wilson will pick it up. Wilson, right hand dribble, gives to Raquel Wilson. Give and go between Moore and Raquel, and she misses the shot inside with, again, more contact. And a long down court pass. Shot doesn't fall, and then this time over the back goes Jamie So to knock Grace Moore down on the baseline as she had rebounding position. And That'll be a foul on Jamie So. The Cougars take a timeout. We take it with them. 2:22 left to play first quarter. It is the Cougars trailing by 1, 4-3. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back to the Madhouse on McDowell, the Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and home of the 2024 3A State Semifinals and Championship. Championship round will be tomorrow. As the Lady Cougars facing off against the Window Rock Scouts, trailing by a point, I should say. And they've got the basketball after the timeout. Into the quarter. Boyce, front of the iron, no good. Tried the three-pointer from the corner left side. Does not fall. Racing it out of the backcourt is Nelson. She's stopped there by Aubrey Wilson. Now they swing it to the left side. Try a three from the corner left side. It shakes, it rattles, and it rolls. DeVay Willie with the three-pointer. Hit every part of the rim, but it finally went down, and it puts the Scouts up 7-3. Wilson at the elbow, backs up, now works right side. Top of the key, Raquel Wilson. Throws it underneath to Boyce. Boyce wide open, she puts the bucket in.
That's a great job by Boyce, finding a little hole in the defense there to get a layup.
That'll cut the lead back down to 2. 7-5. Pass to Nelson. Her shot is picked off. Aubrey Wilson up to Coolish. Coolish has her shot blocked. Wilson gets the loose ball. Picks it up, pitches out to Coolish. Deep three for her on the angle left, no good. Rebound, Boyce gonna bring down Jamie So on top of her as they battle for the rebound. They call it a jump ball, and on the alternating arrow, the Window Rock Scouts are gonna get the possession. Some wholesale substitutions as Moore, Wilson, and Boyce check out of the Sholo Cougar lineup. And we see for the first time tonight, Kelsey Romo. Returning to the lineup is Amberlyn Lindsay. And now replacing Moore at the center position is number 23, Sydney Stahl. 16-footer from the baseline right is no good. Window Rock gets the rebound, passes it around, throws it underneath, off the window, scored up and in. Courtney Bitzelli, the sophomore, gets the bucket and puts the Scouts up 9-5. Up and down, Madison Dazen is in the lineup for the Lady Cougars. And that was a correction. It is not Kelsey Romo, it's Dazen that's in the lineup. Cougars miss a shot inside at the buzzer. A half-court shot from the logo is no good for Melissa Nelson. And we end the first quarter with the Fighting Scouts leading in this one 9-5. This is the 2024 3A State Semifinals on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back here to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum, downtown Phoenix, Arizona, the 2024 state semifinals. Sholo and Window Rock, and Window Rock having themselves a pretty decent first quarter, up 9-5 as we start quarter number 2 at our Northland Pioneer College tip-off to the quarter, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to tip off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Loose ball tipped away on the inbounds play for Sholo. It's into the hands of number 33, Jamie So. So passes it off to Bitselli. Bitselli back to Nelson, now to So. Cross-court pass, Nelson. Nelson backs up to the angle right. Kick it over to Brown. And Jada Brown passes it to Nelson, who drives the key left side. Pitches it out, back to Nelson, up top. Window Rock with 1 second to shoot, and it glances out the front of the iron. A logo 3 that time, attempted by Brown, is short, and the loose ball goes out of bounds in front of the scorer's table. Shooting percentages in that first quarter. What do you got, Ron?
Well, we got 15%, 2 for 13 for Sholo. That really hurts.
Bucket on the baseline is good for Boyce.
And then for Window Rock, we had 4 for 13, 30%, so neither team shooting that great.
Well, we knew it was going to be a physical game. Oh, nice feed inside. Perfect feed inside to number 21. That's Bitselli. Bitselli's got 4 in the contest now. Scouts back in front, 11-7. Raquel Wilson, top of the key. Bounce it over to Moore. Moore back to Wilson. Wilson drives baseline. Her shot won't go. Rebound is Malicia Nelson.
Oh, wow.
And the pass off and the bucket. Courtney Bitselli. And listen to this crowd erupt as the Cougars call a timeout. 13-7. Scouts in front. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Hey, White Mountains, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center on the Deuce and Sholo. At Horn Auto Center, we're proud to offer the best pricing on all of our new inventory. We won't be beat on price. We'll honor any advertised price on a comparably equipped vehicle on any new Chevy, GMC, or Cadillac. It's that simple. Save time, gas, and money while keeping your tax dollars local when you visit Horn Auto Center. Come see us on the Deuce and Sholo, where we won't be beat on price. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
It's the playoffs, baby. Scouts in front of the Cougars, 13-7. Sholo looking for answers. They're going to go with the big matchup inside, as they've got Moore and Stahl in both in right now. So a little bit bigger lineup for the Lady Cougars to start here after the timeout.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad adjustment by Coach.
And Stahl's wide open, but they don't see her. Aubrey Wilson says, I'll take the 3. Thank you very much. He was open on the angle right, and she drains the super shot.
You know, one of the things if you're shooting a low percentage that you want to try to do, Camden, is get some second chance points. And so maybe that's what Coach is trying to do, some rebounds.
3-point shot on the other end is no good, and I feel like the Cougars ought to be 10 now. Correct me if I'm wrong. They haven't changed the official score yet, or they gave it to the Scouts maybe. I don't know. Something's not right with the score.
They're going to get that worked out.
Pass over to Aubrey Wilson. Raquel Wilson at the elbow, drives the lane, puts it off the window. It's no good. Battle for the rebound is ripped away by the Fighting Scouts, and that's number 32, Jada Brown, the senior, who comes down with the rebound. Reminder, we're watching for our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass and Lakeside. Hands down the best place to call when you need affordable glass, quality glass at affordable prices. That's Deemer's Glass, 1-888-GLASS-MAN. And the shot from the corner right side is no good. Willie misses on the three. It's short. Easy rebound for the Lady Cougars. Into Stahl, out to Moore. Try an 18-footer off the front, no good. Battle for the rebound is won on the far side. Weak side board picked up there by So.
There we got our score correction, 10-13.
So a three-point lead for the Window Rock Scouts, and a three-point shot no good. Stahl with the rebound for the Lady Cougars. Aubrey Wilson. Raquel Wilson, three-pointer for her. Contested shot goes off the front, around, and off the weak side and out of bounds. And we've got fresh faces back into the lineup. Stahl, Boyce, and Aubrey. Nope, that's Raquel Wilson checking out of the lineup. Aubrey Wilson still in. She banks it off the glass from 8 feet out and scores it.
I don't know how deep Window Rock's going on the bench, but that sure is nice when you can bring 3 or 4 players off the bench like Sholo does.
Absolutely. Kind of platooning their subs here. And a foul called on 30. Aubrey Wilson, that'll be her first. And the first team foul of the quarter with 3.5 remaining here in the half. That gives you kind of an indication of how physical the game is. We've had no fouls called against the Sholo Cougars yet. The officials allowing these kids to play through contact. If you are going to play, you're going to have to match the physicality. If you're going to win, you're going to have to match the physicality of your opponent here this evening. Up and down with the right hand, put up the shot from the angle right on the three-pointer. It's no good for Milicia Nelson. Rebound to the Lady Cougars. Coolish up and down with the right hand as she trots it across the time stripe. Coolish now into Aubrey Wilson. 15-footer for her, good. And Wilson starting to heat up here. She's got 7 in the contest, and the Cougars have actually taken the lead for the first time, 14-13. Pass inside. Try a scoop shot, and a foul's going to be called here against Moore, I believe.
You know, when you watch the Cougars play here in this first half, you can tell they're well seasoned. Coming out of a championship game last year, they haven't looked rattled at all, even when they were down, bigger. Just real steady, doing what they do.
Yeah, Window Rock had a 5-point lead, didn't seem to face the Cougars at all. They just, like you say, steady and continue to battle. They knew things would turn for them. The free throw by Courtney Bitselli is good. The shot foul was caused by Grace Moore, or was called against Grace Moore. And so 2 quick Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws for Courtney Bitselli, and we get a timeout. We take it with them. 2.5 left to play in the second. It's the Scouts back up by 1, 15-14. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Stats. Welcome back here to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Candace Smith, Mike Side with Ron Everingham to bring you the 2024 state semifinals presented by Sholo Ford. 2.5 left after the timeout. It'll be the Fighting Scouts in front, 15-14, and the Cougars with the basketball. Raquel Wilson throws it up top. Skip pass over to the right side. Inlet pass from Boyce, attempted to get to Grace Moore, and it was knocked away, stolen there by DeVay Willie. Begay with it now. High post. Kick it out to Nelson. Nelson drives, throws it underneath, scored up and in. Bree James, who's just checked in, got the easy bucket on the right side. It looks like the Scouts want to match some of that size inside with the 6'1" Bree James. Aubrey Wilson drives, leaves it for Moore. Moore double team, throws it back out to Coolish. Coolish tries to feed it back to Moore. Little too long for her. She's able to tip it around though. Boyce then able to tip it out to Raquel Wilson. Bounce pass into Moore. Moore spins, puts it up from 8, no good. Rebound to number 21, Courtney Bitselli. And a three-point good, rattles home for DeVay Willie. Willie knocking down the super shot, gives the Scouts a 6-point lead with that three-pointer, up 20-14 with 107 remaining here in the half. Raquel Wilson, a little too strong for her off the window. She had her shot changed as the defender did a good job to cut off the baseline. And now Nelson having some trouble getting it back up as Aubrey Wilson knocks it out of bounds in the backcourt. Nelson will get set to check the ball in here. Asaraya Begay will bring it up the floor for Window Rock. Left and right on the dribble as she jogs across the time stripe. Now throw it down underneath. Wide open again is Bree James. The Cougars are going to have to do something to stop that. That's 2 in a row as the Scouts go up 22-14 with that one. Coolish able to go on the reverse layup, her first bucket of the evening.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Coach decides to come out of a zone.
Right now in a 2-3 zone, you would think that middle would be packed in there, but it hasn't been. Three-point look is no good. Window Rock trying to shoot over the zone and not there. Window Rock does a good job of getting back on defense as well, as Aubrey Wilson was looking for numbers up the far side as she raced it across the stripe. Now they go inside and back out to Coolish. Coolish, her shot from 5 no good. The rebound goes down and it was picked up there by Window Rock. There's a shot clock. Oh, that's the end of the half, sorry. Scouts lead it 22-16. We go to intermission as the Sholo Lady Cougars going to be battling for their life in the second half. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Show Low. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Hey, White Mountains, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center on the Deuce and Sholo. At Horn Auto Center, we're proud to offer the best pricing on all of our new inventory. We won't be beat on price. We'll honor any advertised price on a comparably equipped vehicle on any new Chevy, GMC, or Cadillac. It's that simple. Save time, gas, and money while keeping your tax dollars local when you visit Horn Auto Center. Come see us on the Deuce and Sholo, where we won't be beat on price. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Welcome back to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum at intermission. It is the Scouts up 22-16. Welcome to our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. They're located south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Check them out if you're looking for ski board rentals, ski rentals, snowboard and ski equipment. You'll find
they have ski boards.
Ski board, oh yeah.
No, ski
they
boards.
got rid of those, but they've replaced them with snowboards.
There you go.
From what I understand. Our halftime score, 16-22, as we take a look at some of the scoring for you in the first half. Asa Rea Begay, 2 points. 2 points for Milicia Nelson. There's the bright spot for the Shola Lady Cougars defensively. They've held the Window Rock's leading scorer to just 2 first-half points. 6 for DeVay Willie, 2 for Jamie So, and 4 for Bree James. 8 points this evening so far for Courtney Bitselli. A lot of those have been coming from off of assists from Milicia Nelson. So she leads all scorers here at the break with 8. She's got 3 field goals and a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. 2 tonight so far for Jordan Boyce. Only 3 points in the contest for Raquel Wilson. 2 points for Mackenzie Coolidge here at the break. And Aubrey Wilson leads all Sholo Cougar scorers with 7. She got them all in the third quarter. A couple of field goals and a 3-pointer for her 7-point total here at intermission. Once again, our halftime score, Window Rock 22, Sholo 16. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hey, White White Mountains, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center on the Deuce and Sholo. At Horn Auto Center, we're proud to offer the best pricing on all of our new inventory. We won't be beat on price. We'll honor any advertised price on a comparably equipped vehicle on any new Chevy, GMC, or Cadillac. It's that simple. Save time, gas, and money while keeping your tax dollars local when you visit Horn Auto Center. Come see us on the Deuce and Sholo, where we won't be beat on price. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Welcome back to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Ron Everingham. Welcome back to our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime report, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before the Honda Resort and Casino. And Ron, field goal percentages kind of tell a story here at the half as we take a look at the Sholo Lady Cougars. They went just 2 of 13 in the first quarter for 15% shooting. They've improved that in the second quarter, going 5 of 12 for 42%, a much better quarter for them, and I think that is reflected on this score.
Yeah, that's a big deal. You know, it seemed like the Sholo girls came out a little bit tight first quarter, and just that window rock defense, though, is something that maybe they haven't seen all year.
Yeah, I think the word I would describe it as is suffocating.
Yeah.
Especially once that ball gets inside. And Sholo has been used to getting a lot of points on cutters to the basket, backdoor cuts, and then, of course, Raquel Wilson's found her way to be able to drive through traffic and put up easy buckets in the games we've watched her. And so far tonight, that's been shut down by this Window Rock Fighting Scout defense. Window Rock on the night, first quarter 30% shooting, so maybe coming out a little bit with a little bit of nerves. They've improved to 42% in the second quarter as well. So the shooting from the perimeter has not been much of a factor either. Only 1 3-pointer in the first half for Sholo and only 2 3-pointers for Window Rock. You mentioned that zone that Sholo was in. I think the interesting thing about that zone is typically you put a zone to pack the middle, and a lot of the scoring has been happening for Window Rock inside.
Yeah, you can't, that can't happen. I mean, you have a zone to pack it inside to really stop that interior play, but it just hasn't worked. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you know, if Sholo decides to switch up a defense, or maybe they'll just decide to keep doing what they do best and try to, you know, outpace them on some of the scoring, but it's a relatively low-scoring game.
I wish that we were NBC or ESPN and we could interview the coach at half.
Yeah.
I would love to get
in-game interviews.
Yeah, I'd love to get Coach Francis's take on what happened when Window Rock puts in Bree James, and she gets left wide open twice down low for 2 easy buckets. That's 4 of the 6-point deficit that Cougars are looking at right now, down 22-16. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us on the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime report. We'll be back with the second half. Our Northland Pioneer College tip-off to the second half is next. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back here to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Madhouse on McDowell here for the 2024 3A State semifinal action. Sholo Lady Cougars trailing here as we enter the third quarter, down 22-16, and the Window Rock Fighting Scouts have the basketball and almost got an easy bucket underneath. Losing the handle on it was Jamie So. She tracked it down in the corner though. And Window Rock will start their half-court offense. Nelson drives, turned away there, bounces it off her foot, picked up by Aubrey Wilson. So a turnover to start the third quarter is a good omen for the Lady Cougars. Coolish looks in at the high post, bounces with the left hand on the angle right. Now up top, they give it to Lindsay. Over to Raquel Wilson. She'll drive, put it up off the iron, no good. Left it short. Battle for the rebound is won by the Scouts. Ripping it out of the hands that time was Willie. They quickly move it down the court. Shot no good. And Moore trying to outlet, goes over the top that time, and that's going to be a foul and a block called on Moore as Moore tried to get up after being knocked down on the rebound. And Jamie So feels like she just hit a Mack truck.
Yeah, well, just before that, I want to say it's a frustration foul, but Moore doesn't look frustrated, but she did get up ready to commit a hard foul. I thought she got fouled.
Yeah, well, she definitely got fouled on the play before that, right? Like, she perhaps wasn't in defensive position for the. I mean, the reason that the Scouts are at the free throw line, I think, is probably an accurate call, but Moore picking up her second, and she'll come out of the contest here. And 2 quick free throws are good for Jamie So.
Well, Scholl's going to have to figure out something offensively.
And all of a sudden, it's the Scouts in front by 8, 24-16. Opening paragraph, third quarter. Lindsay drives to the baseline, turned away there. Out to Raquel Wilson. Her shot no good. Coolish back to Wilson. Wilson fires from the corner. It's no good. And the rebound, Nelson. Nelson up and down with the right hand, working against Aubrey Wilson. She holds up a finger and backs up to the jump circle. Now pitches right side. On the angle right, driving towards the baseline. Throw it back up top, give it up to Brown. Brown up and down with the left hand, gonna hand it off to Nelson. Nelson, right and left on the dribble against Wilson. Now gives it over left side to Willie. Willie cross courts it to the angle right. Now back here left side, driving inside is So. So has it blocked by Stahl. She hits the deck, no call. Mackenzie Coolidge throws it ahead. Wilson misses the layup on the other end. And here come the Scouts. Nelson with the rebound, triggers a fast break. She's got a 3-on-2. Nobody's there. She pitches it out. Give it back to, Brown. She drives, knocks over Coolish, and Coolish is going to be called for the personal. That's the first on Mackenzie Coolish. A 5'3" senior goes hard to the deck and is awarded a foul for the effort. Jada Brown will go to the free throw line for her first chance at points here tonight. And she banks this one in and turns over to the table and says, whoa. A little strong on that shot. Coming out is Lindsay Stahl. Or excuse me, I apologize. That is Amberlyn Lindsay, I should say. Stahl and Wilson are down low here on this free throw. And second free throw is good for Jada Brown, and the Scouts lead 25-16. 26-16, excuse me, 10-point lead. Aubrey Wilson gives it over to Boyce. And look how high the Scouts are playing defense, coming all the way out to the logos to defend the Cougars. The Cougars try to get off a contested three. That was Coolish from NBA range, and she missed everything. Here come the Scouts as Brown picks up the rebound and brings it across the stripe for the Fighting Scouts. She tries to hand off to a passer by Courtney Bitselli. Then Bitselli able to pick up the loose ball. She tries to throw it down low, and it's knocked out of bounds. Jamie So set to check it in for Window Rock. So gets it into Bitselli. Bitselli back to So. She wants a three from the corner left, and she got it. That is Jamie So's first. Cougars yet to score in this quarter. Timeout Sholo. They trail 29-16. Under 5 to play here in the contest. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of the 2024 state semifinals on italk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back to the Madhouse on McDowell. And if you're Sholo right now, you're starting to get a little worried, Ron, down 29-16.
Yeah, mostly because, they just haven't had any answers. I mean, I was looking through their schedule real quick. They haven't had any games where they've only scored 16 points to this point, I would guarantee you. Most games is in the 60-point range. So there's got to be a little frustration setting in. We'll see what kind of answers they have.
Cougars, after the timeout, will work their half-court offense. They throw it down low, and it's poked away. And then a foul's going to be called here. It has been a lot of contact all day. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a heavily favored Window Rock crowd. If you can hear the fans booing on that call. Courtney Bitselli called on the personal. It's her first. But it's going to be hard to get a call against this, if the officials are influenced by the fans at all. And hopefully they're not, but it's kind of hard not to be, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Stahl misses inside.
Early on in the game, they were getting the ball to the post into Moore, and Moore was doing a really good job of distributing it straight back out to a shooter. I think they're going to need to do that because when they just try to take it inside, everything is so contested they can't get a clean layup.
Now the Cougars have switched to a man-to-man defense here as the Scouts have heated up on the perimeter and doing a really good job of hanging with their men. There's no help side on that. That's driving right down Broadway with Jamie So. She got the easy bucket. Wilson up and down with the right hand, switches to the left. Gives to Aubrey Wilson. She gets a high screen. Pitches to Boyce as she drives the lane. Boyce from 18 in the corner left side and misses everything. Cougars shots have not been falling. They have been battling contested shots all day. Reese Perkins, a 5'3" junior, is going to check in for Boyce. That's Jordan Boyce, the 5'7" sophomore, who's had a pretty good game so far. Coming off the bench for the Lady Cougars, Aubrey Wilson fires up a logo three that missed everything, nicked the back of the rim as it went out and goes out of bounds near the Sholo Cougar bench. Nelson will check it in under full court man-to-man pressure here by the Lady Cougars. And they're having some success. 10 count, getting close. Nope, they get it across. Dribbling across is So, gives to Nelson. Nelson tried to hit Hale in the corner, but Hale had already started breaking to the basket. She was cutting down the baseline, and Nelson didn't realize it. Throws it out of bounds.
Definitely a product of that pressure.
Yes. That pressure seems to be working. We'll see if they stay in it. Raquel Wilson, Aubrey Wilson, Coolish, back to Raquel. Raquel up and down with the right hand, give to Coolish. Coolish lost it, goes back to the jump circle to pick it up. And the Cougars just working a little weave up top here, trying to find an opening. Raquel gets open for a 8-footer, but it goes in and out.
They've missed so many of those little, 4 to 8 footers on the inside.
Yep, the bunny's not falling tonight. 2.5 left to play here in this third quarter. And the Scouts up 31-16. And a foul on the other end as Nelson drives. Contact is going to be called. Dazen, I think. Yep, Madison Dazen, whistle for the personal. Sends the Scouts to the free throw line, and with 2.5 minutes left in this quarter, Sholo has still not scored in the third quarter. If you are Coach Francis, you are not happy right now.
Yeah, and she's trying some different things. The little dribble handoffs up at the top of the key, that little offensive set they had, trying to make something break.
Well, and you love to see that. A couple of quick Mountain Mobile Auto free throws there. You love to see a coach that's willing to make those kind of adjustments to try to get something going.
Yes.
Just hasn't happened yet for the Cougars. Raquel Wilson has her shot blocked underneath. Got a lot of arm on that, but no call. Bree James was the one that will be credited to the block. There's a steal, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bree James. Solo gets it back here on a fortunate chain of events there. Cooley set to check it in underneath the Cougar window. Throws it high out to Reese. Gives it over to Raquel Wilson to Aubrey. Aubrey will reset the offense, directing Raquel Wilson to the left side. She tries a contested three, no good. Coolish got the rebound, dishes it to Dazen. Dazen has it stripped away, stolen out of her hands by Bitselli. Nelson will work it up out of the backcourt, crosses over. Aubrey Wilson sends her to the ground. Can't get the shot to go though. Doesn't finish. Fans reacting to that crossover that got Aubrey Wilson to fall down. Wilson on the other end tries a 16-footer that's no good, and then mixing it up inside is Reese Perkins. And she comes down with the rebound and ties up the Window Rock player, and a jump ball is called. Moore checks in for Dazen.
That was a jumper that Wilson had to hit, kind of redeem herself on that, but I like it. She's a good sport. She had a big smile on her face on the crossover.
Try the three-pointer on the corner left side, no good. Rebound is fought for underneath, and Bree will rip it out of the hands and bring it down for the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. That's Bree James, a 6'1" center for Window Rock. Bounce pass, top of the key. Aubrey Wilson knocks it out. Window Rock basketball in front of the Window Rock bench. 1:04 left to play third quarter. Cougars still have not scored in the third quarter, down 33-16. Lindsay back into the lineup for Reese Perkins.
So for the Sholo Cougars, who do you need to take over this game? Who do you need to? Certainly, probably one of the Wilson sisters.
Yeah, you would think, but man, they've been keying on her. She has not had an open shot today. I have not seen her get free for a shot at all. Maybe some back cuts and some off-ball screens to get her open. Window Rock will work it around. Nope, they do not get the shot. Oh, travel's going to be called before the shot clock violation. I'm pretty sure it would have been a shot clock violation regardless. And she just didn't get it off in time. 41 seconds left in the quarter. Cougars just looking to score here. This has been a dismal start to the second half. Aubrey Wilson at the elbow, kicks to Coolish. Fans wanted to travel, don't get it. Back to Aubrey in the corner. Her three-pointer misses everything, and Raquel Wilson battles for the rebound. Now we talked about, there's going to be a foul on this.
Yeah, I think that's only the fourth foul though, so they're still not shooting.
DeVay Willie, I think, was whistled on the personal. Or maybe or was it 34? Did they get Bree James maybe? I don't know. I think it was Bree James. Cougars almost get a shot there. And a foul. This is going to send Grace Morris perhaps the best chance they're going to have at getting points.
Look at what my watch is warning me up, Camden. We got a decibel level over 90.
A loud environment warning here, and the Madhouse on McDowell. Moore got it. Oh, that one popcorn in, popped back out, then finally fell in as Grace Moore knocks down the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. Don't throw bricks, says Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Second free throw good. So the Lady Cougars finally with points on the board here in this quarter. And the Scouts break the pressure. Kick to the corner. Back up top, Nelson, inside, fade away, off the window, score it, Bree James.
Wow, that's just what kind of a afternoon it's been for the Cougars right there.
Bree James with 9 points in the third quarter. She is the highlight for the Scouts as we head to the fourth and final. Scouts lead 35-18. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of the 2024 3A state semifinals on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The Sholo Cougars 0 for 18 in the third quarter.
Wow.
30% on the other side, 3 of 10 shooting for Window Rock in that third quarter.
Shot chart says a lot of those are down in the paint too. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, bad quarter for Sholo. See if they can battle back. Here comes a shot down low for the 6'1" center. She misses. And then Nelson slices her way inside traffic, drawing contact as she goes. And will earn a trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line as the foul's going to be called on Amberlyn Lindsay, her second. So at the free throw line is Nelson. We talked about her as one of our Ace Hardware key players of the game. She averages 14.4 points per game. She comes into this contest and only scores 1 field goal through 3 quarters. She's got one of those free throws. She's now 3 of 4 at the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. So the Cougars have been successful in shutting her down. What they have not been successful in is scoring points. The fans don't like the out of bounds call here.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been off of Wilson's hand, but
pass comes in low to Moore. Moore turnaround jumper from 5, no good. On the low block and not a whole lot down there for Moore. And there's a steal by Wilson. Nicely done as Raquel Wilson had her man turn and Aubrey Wilson comes from behind and gets the easy bucket. First field goal of the second half for Sholo, and now a foul is called on Raquel Wilson. That's her first. But can you imagine? It is 7:08 left to play in the fourth quarter, and that's the first time Sholo has scored in this second half from the field, other than free throws. And stepping out of bounds is Window Rock. LeVay Willie tried to track down a loose ball, and the Cougars are going to get it back. Go ahead, Mark.
16-point run isn't out of the realm of possibilities. They just have to.
No, the Cougars are in this game. Do they believe that or not? That's the question. Because when you go through a whole quarter and don't score, especially a team like Sholo, who has been so successful this season, this is unprecedented for their team to not score in a quarter. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen before, where a team does not score a single field goal, especially at this level when you get to the state playoffs. Go an entire quarter without a single field goal. That's a rare occasion.
But now we're going to see some patience by Window Rock. Take some time off the clock.
And stepping out of bounds again here is DeVay Willie. trying to get that pass out. She was double teamed and trapped on the baseline. She tried to get the pass out front. In doing so, she stepped back. So Coach Gabrielle Whitney calling a timeout for Window Rock. 6:15 remains, and we'll keep it here. Scouts up 36-20, Ron. And, you know, this Show Low Cougar squad has been so successful all season long. They've had win after win. They were the #1 team, seeded #1 all through the season, 2/3 of the season, in fact. And they suffer a solo loss to the Snowflake Lady Lobos because 2 of their key players were out on that game. And they find themselves coming in as the 3 seed. But all of a sudden they are facing this Window Rock team in the playoffs. And if one thing that you got to say about these North teams is they've had plenty of experience coming down and playing in playoff games. You mentioned Sholo's experience last season, but Window Rock is no stranger to this venue either.
No, not at all.
Lady Cougars, a 29-2 record. Only 2 losses on this entire season. And here tonight, for their lives, down 36-20 with 6:14 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Coolish gives to Wilson, top of the key. Lindsay lost it off of her fingertips.
Oh boy.
And out of bounds. That just a little too tall for Amberlyn Lindsay. And it's been one of those nights.
Probably not what Coach Francis talked about in the huddle.
And Lindsay almost comes up with a steal here, though. Cougars have, looks like they've gone away from the man-to-man and fallen into a zone, trapping zone defense here. And Scouts get it across the time stripe, bouncing it, trying a 3-pointer off the, a little too strong this time, no good, but nice play by Brown to track down the long rebound in the corner. They feed it down to the low post and trying to get it off the glass. Much better defense there as Moore comes away with the rebound in that case. And Moore in the running for our Deemer's glass man of the game. Whistle and a foul on the baseline as Raquel Wilson drives baseline left. And contact called. And So's going to be called for her second. And Raquel Wilson at the free throw line for the second time this evening. Knocks down the first. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. Don't forget our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game and our Horn Auto Center drive of the game coming up. And both free throws good for Raquel Wilson. And Wilson going to steal the inbounds pass. Nope, knocked it out a little too strong. Couldn't track it down in the corner. So the pressure may be working a little bit here. And Coach Whitney going to bring in a new player here on the next dead ball. Scouts break the pressure. Good crossover dribble to get away from 2 defenders. Now to the corner, 3-point shot, good. Renee Willie, under the chant of three from the fans, knocks down the super shot. Aubrey Wilson, front of the iron, no good on her 3. And the chant of air ball rains down from the 2,000 to 3,000 faithful Window Rock Scout fans that are here in attendance. Brown up top for Nelson. Nelson to the line, inside the lane, right-hander, got it. Alicia Nelson, only her second field goal of the afternoon. And the Scouts lead 41-22. Raquel Wilson drives off the window, up and in, and that's what we've been used to seeing out of her. She finally finds her way to the bucket. Long pass was picked up there by Brown. And the Scouts looking for a 3, wide open, no. Moore with another rebound and a foul called as she tries to get out of there with it. And the foul, I believe, is going to go on 34. That's Bree James.
There's been a couple threes by the window rock that it really feels like Shillow's getting held underneath as they try to fight through a pick, and we'll see if that makes a difference here coming down.
Have you seen that?
I just saw that. They're trying to fight through to go out and defend a perimeter shooter, and almost getting like boxed out and held.
Yeah.
Can't get out there.
Well, that'll be interesting to see if that continues. Moore goes hard to the deck on a missed shot. She goes for the rebound and gets ripped down here by number 24, DeVay Willie. Oh, correction on that. That was Stahl that got ripped down and drew the foul. But Aubrey Wilson drives inside.
Now this is what we had hoped to see from her. She had missed so many of those, and now she's hitting those layups.
Well, Wilson got hot in that second quarter. She had 7, didn't score in the third, but now has a couple of buckets here in the fourth. And did they call that on Wilson?
I believe so.
If so, that's 2 on her. 41-26 is the score. 3.5 left to play, and Cougars starting to run out of time here. Brown, top of the key, double team, stolen by Aubrey Wilson. Cuts in front of a pass, takes it in, leans in with the left hand, blows the layup. Raquel Wilson with the rebound, pulls out, tries an 18-footer. No good. Lindsay Stahl with the rebound. Aubrey Wilson chucks it to the corner. Boyce had it blocked and out of bounds. Last touched by Window-Rock. Or excuse me, that was not Boyce. Oh, it was Boyce. That was Jordan Boyce from the corner. And checking into the lineup, I believe, is Jaylee Boyce for the Lady Cougars. Stahl shot is blocked, knocked away. Here come Window-Rock with the rebound. Willie kicks to the corner. Up top, Brown. Brown, top of the key, gives it to Willie. Willie back over here, goes left side now. Brown holds on the wing left, drives towards the baseline, takes it up, and tries to get underneath. Lindsay Stahl tries to block the shot, and it's going to be whistled for the personal. Or excuse me, Sydney Stahl, I should say. That's her first personal. And Jada Brown will go to the free throw line. Well, it is a different ball game when you get to this point in the season, in my opinion. I've watched this for years and years, and it never ceases to amaze me that the officials will allow a lot more contact in a state semifinal or in a state championship game than they do any other time in the season. It's usually a much more physical game, and the teams that adjust to it well are the ones that end up coming away with victories here at this point of the season. And I feel like Shola just has not adjusted to it that well.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising actually, because we were talking even before the game just how aggressive and physical Sholo normally does play, but that physicality has really affected their offense.
Free throw's good. After Jordan Boyce had driven to the basket on the other end and earned a trip to the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line, she knocks down the first. 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to play in this contest. And the second one's good as well. Jamie So checks back in for Bree James. So going with the smaller lineup to break the press, and a timeout called by Window-Rock. This is the 2024 3A state semifinals presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Well, this is Sholo Ford's presentation of the 2024 state tournament. And we want to mention that the next time you're in the market for a car, truck, van, or SUV, go to the place with the best price on your next car, truck, van, or SUV. That's Sholo Ford. Guy Hatch guarantees you won't lose. He will not lose a deal. And he's going to give you the best deal. And guarantees the best price on your next car, truck, van, or SUV at Sholo Ford. Check it out on the east end of the Deuce. Window Rock working their way around out on the perimeter, trying to burn as much clock as they can after the timeout. So drives down Broadway and has it stolen away by Lindsay Stahl. She got her hands on it. Dazen brings it up for the Lady Cougars. Throws to Boyce. Both Wilson girls on the bench right now with 1:37 left. Jaylee Boyce drives. She's tripped. No call. Now she stops. Tries a 16-footer. Popcorn in and out. Dazen underneath got the rebound and put it up and in. Madison Dazen gets the bucket. On the floor for the Sholo Lady Cougars, it's Madison Dazen, Jaylee Boyce. Let's see, Sydney Stahl. And wow. Jordan Boyce. And we get contact and a foul in the backcourt. And then also Kelsey Romo on the floor for the Lady Cougars. Foul on Window Rock, and headed to the free throw line is Jaylee Boyce, the 5'7" sophomore for the Sholo Lady Cougars.
It's a little bit of good news. Sholo in the double bonus, 5 fouls.
Knocks down the first. So Sholo will be shooting 2 fouls from here on out. And checking back into the Lady Cougar lineup is the starting 5, it looks like. Raquel Wilson, Aubrey Wilson, Grace Moore, and Amerlin Lindsay. Coolish will wait at the scorer's table for Jaylee Boyce to make this next free throw. And she missed it. Moore, though, got the rebound. She puts it up and in. Grace Moore gets her first bucket of the evening. And now Moore's going to make a steal. And she's called for the personal. So 3 on Grace. .50 seconds left, and the Scouts lead 41-33.
5 fouls.
It's been a rough night for the Lady Cougars here tonight. A night to celebrate for the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. The Lady Cougars are battling their way, though, trying to get back into this contest. And there's a foul, or a free throw, I should say, for Jamie So. Her third free throw of the evening. She's 3 for 3 at the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. Reminding you, don't throw bricks. And this one, popcorn in and out. Rebound, Grace Moore. Cougars have got some time here. Bounce it to the corner, pull up Raquel Wilson. She knocks down the shot.
Coach called for a foul. Nothing. Oh, that's
long down court pass goes out of bounds. And the Cougars are going to get this ball back here. 33 seconds left. They've cut the lead down to 7. Still a 3-possession ball game. We get a 30-second timeout. Ron, what are your thoughts here as we get close to 33? So we saw the game before this, and they were in a similar situation.
Yeah.
And the coach just gave up and said, we're done.
Yeah, I don't see Coach Francis doing that. They're only down 7, so you're talking 3 possessions. They're going to have to, if they get a bucket, they're going to have to call quick timeouts. Is that does Shiloh have 3 timeouts?
Yeah, timeouts left 3. Well, now down to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get a quick bucket, call a timeout, and set up your press. I mean, 7 points is not insurmountable by any means in 33 seconds.
Well, here we go. The miracle on McDowell is what we'll call this. Cougars going to roll the ball in. Raquel Wilson waits to the last second to pick it up. Throws to Aubrey Wilson. Back cut Coolidge. She missed it. More rebound. She gets the defender on her back and tries to go up. And right now, I'm going to call it for you. Our Deemer's Glass man of the game is Grace Moore as she goes to the free throw line here. Deemer's Glass, best place for quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And Grace Moore, who is now a perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line, knocks down the first at the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. Grace Moore's been outstanding down low, in my opinion, today, as she has battled against a very hostile environment, against a lot of contact. She's battled through adversity. She misses the second free throw. It goes out of bounds. And the alternating, or no, they call it a jump ball.
Cougars,
The Window Rock scouts say that that's wrong. Grace gets the inbounds pass, and she puts it up and in. Did they get the timeout called?
No, she was calling for the foul.
Okay, so Grace Moore scores.
They kind of did get a timeout, though. That's crazy.
4 minutes left. Clock is stopped at 18, and there's a quick foul as they get the ball in.
It's a 4-point game.
Yeah, we're 2-possession game with 16 seconds. This is incredible. It felt like it was done, didn't it?
It did.
Lady Cougars have just hung around and done the little things. They've kept their head up and continued to battle. Where weaker teams would have packed it up and gone home, the Lady Cougars are still here, trying to battle for their lives. This first one doesn't.
Still a 2-possession game.
Yep, they need a 3 and a 2. Sholo's going to call a timeout. It'll be a full timeout here, so we'll take it with them. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Welcome back to the Madhouse on McDowell. It's the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Lady Cougars down 5. 16.3 left to play here in the contest. 24 at the line. Hit them both. She's got 2 free throws. That is DeVay Willie.
Full timeout.
So timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it here and talk strategy. I'm just impressed with the fact that the Cougars are still in this contest with a 2-possession game and 16 seconds left.
Yeah, 6 points. They got the ball out of bounds with the clock off, so they get an opportunity to come down, get a quick 3. If they can hit a 3, then it's a 3-point game. Get a timeout, and they got one timeout left. Get a timeout, put on the press, and see what happens.
Boy, we thought after that, I'll tell you, this is probably the most gutsy, impressive performance I've seen out of any high school team. You go scoreless in the third quarter, only 2 free throws. I shouldn't say scoreless, but without a field goal in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And here you are with a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
This is outstanding.
Now Window Rock's going to come out in a full court press, put some pressure on them and try to take some time off the clock here.
I think part of it is Coach Francis and just her positive attitude with these girls. Oh, a down court pass going to be stolen away though here. Window Rock going to try to dribble out time. Coolish reaches in and grabs the back that time of Jamie So. And the fans starting to smell victory as Mackenzie Coolish has picked up her second. But with 8.6 seconds, 1 free throw sends us to a 3-possession game and out of reach for the Lady Cougars. This may be the nail in the coffin right here. The proverbial nail in the coffin, and it goes. Jamie So knocks down the free throw. Second free throw for the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw line. Don't forget our Horn Auto Center drive of the game's coming up. And the Lady Cougars quickly move it up full court as Coolish wants a 3 from way downtown. It's no good. And the Window Rock Fighting Scouts will keep their playoff dreams and hopes alive by defeating the Lady Cougars by a final score of 45-38. And I don't think those Lady Cougars could ever even imagine that they would find themselves in this position at the end of this game, having fought an incredibly brave and difficult battle here. They are going to go away empty-handed here this time, as they were turned away by the Altusay Lady Falcons last year in the state championship game, and will be unseated here by the Fighting Scouts of Window Rock. Once again, the final score 45-38. Window Rock victorious over the Lady Cougars of Show Low High School. We'll step away. Our Horn Auto Center drive of the game, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game is all coming up next. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Show Low Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Show Low Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Show Low Ford has the best deal. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass in Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Hey, White Mountains, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center on the Deuce and Sholo. At Horn Auto Center, we're proud to offer the best pricing on all of our new inventory. We won't be beat on price. We'll honor any advertised price on a comparably equipped vehicle on any new Chevy, GMC, or Cadillac. It's that simple. Save time, gas, and money while keeping your tax dollars local when you visit Horn Auto Center. Come see us on the Deuce and Sholo, where we won't be beat on price. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum and the 2024 3A State Semifinals presented by Sholo Ford. We have a final score here as the Fighting Scouts of Window Rock have defeated the Sholo Lady Cougars by a final score of 45-38. Some scoring for you. I'm calculating this up right now as we speak. Looks like for Window Rock, they held the Window Rock Fighting Scouts leading scorer to just 7 points. She averages almost 15 points per game. Held her to 7, so they did a good job shutting her down. But some other players stepped up. One of those was Jamie So, their second leading scorer, who averages 9.3 points per game. Led all scorers with 13. Bree James with 4, 2 for Jada Brown, 11 for DeVay Willie, 8 on the night for Courtney Bitselli, and 2 tonight for Begay. We look at the Sholo Lady Cougars. As we mentioned, Ron, probably the most difficult thing about this game for them was not scoring a field goal in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's big. You know, you get down to the final four basically, and to not score in a quarter is, and especially when you only lose by, a couple possessions. That's hard to swallow.
Yeah, I don't know if you can overcome that. That's just too difficult. But the one thing that was incredibly impressive to me was the fact that they go scoreless in the third and don't give up.
Yeah. No,
I don't know that I've seen a high school team that doesn't just collapse and they come back in the game and have a chance at the end of the game with 30 seconds. It's a 6-point ball game. Actually, it was it was a 5-point ball game, right? No, was it 4? It was 4.
Yeah.
4-point ball game with about 18 or so seconds left. So, man, what heart? I don't know. I think I really feel like part of that is due to the fact that Christy Francis has done such a good job of helping to build confidence in these kids.
Yeah.
And develop their ability to fight through adversity.
Yeah, I agree. And it really showed. And the one thing I was thinking as you mentioned that, it wasn't like they splashed a bunch or just rained down a bunch of threes and kind of got lucky. I mean, it was kind of a quiet comeback. It kind of caught us all by surprise there down towards the end when you're like, oh, wow, we're only within a few positions here.
Yeah. I mean, we had down press row, we had people packing their bags here.
Yeah.
And Sholo comes back. It was a fun experience nonetheless. 4 points tonight for Jordan Boyce. It's 2 tonight for Mackenzie Coolish. 1 for Jaylee Boyce off the bench. 7 for Grace Moore. 11 for Aubrey Wilson. 2 for Madison Dazen. We already mentioned Grace Moore, our Deemer's Glass Man of the game. Our leading scorer tonight, again, Raquel Wilson. She averages 15 points per game. She coming into this contest, and she had 9 here this evening, held to just 3 points. She picks up 4 more points. Excuse me, she had 7, I'm sorry. So she's tied there. It was actually Aubrey Wilson. Let me count this up again. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She had 9. So she had 9 points tonight. Aubrey Wilson led all Sholo Cougar scorers with 11 tonight. And a lot of that was in that third quarter. She had 7, or I'm sorry, in that second quarter, she had 7 points at intermission, all of those coming in that last stretch of the second quarter. And then she got a couple of big shots late in the fourth quarter. Time now for our Horn Auto Center drive of the game, brought to you by Horn Auto Center. And always difficult to pull out one particular drive other than another, but Ron, there were some pretty nifty drives by the Sholo Lady Cougars here this evening.
I think there were a couple drives that come to mind, and those were, after having 3 quarters of missing so many shots up underneath, the Cougars typically were finishing well throughout the season. We saw Aubrey Wilson come out and finish on a couple drives in a row that really felt like it kind of turned the tide a little bit for him in the fourth quarter. So I know you probably wanted to give Aubrey the player of the game, but she may get that too.
Yeah, she's going to end up with both of them. I think Aubrey Wilson is our Horn Auto Center drive of the game. She's also going to be our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, and she finishes with 11 points on the evening. Hats off to her. Great job by the senior. She ends her senior season on a high note with 11 points in the state semifinals, and it's been a terrific season for both Wilson sisters. But of course, Aubrey playing her last high school game here on the floor of the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Well, Ron, that's going to wrap things up for us. Your final thoughts and comments.
Again, just proud of all the teams from the White Mountains, and we look at Coach Francis and what a great job she does with the girls, and you could really see it in the faces as they were truly disappointed, thinking that for sure they were going to be able to get back to a chance at that title. And so I guess heart kind of goes out for those girls, but they put it all out on the floor, and Coach Francis has a great program, and these girls played hard, and they go back to the mountain with nothing to be ashamed of, for sure.
Heads held high. I think one of the key moments in the game for me was at the end of that third quarter. I'm watching Coach Francis greet her players coming off the court
with energy.
Yeah, she's positive, and any other coach is yelling and screaming and ready to throw something at them. And she's just lifting them, helping them to recognize, hey, we can still do this. And by golly, they almost did.
Yeah, that was after having not scored any points in that quarter, which is probably not what they drew up at halftime.
Absolutely. Final score 45-38. The Window Rock Fighting Scouts improved their record to 27-4. They will advance to the 2024 state championship game, where they will face the Sand Devils of Page High School, who knocked off Chin Lee earlier today. Chin Lee has had kind of a Cinderella run through these playoffs, upsetting higher ranked teams as they've gone. Chin Lee, we mentioned them at the top of the broadcast, had an upset victory over Valley Christian. The Knights fell to them. Then they beat Snowflake on Friday, and they're able to see if they can upset one more team here today. They couldn't do it. Page able to get past them here by a final score of 47-37. And so the Sand Devils of Page High School will be in the state championship game with the Window Rock Fighting Scouts tomorrow here from Veterans Memorial Coliseum at 4 p.m. And best of luck to both of those teams. Hats off to a hard-fought battle here for the Sholo Lady Cougars here tonight as their season ends with a 29-3 record. And for Coach Francis and the Show Low Lady Cougars, a heartfelt congratulations to that team for a season well played, and unfortunately they come up a little bit short, falling 45-38. For Ron Everingham, Mel West, I'm Camden Smith. Until baseball season, we say so long, everybody.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.